Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your wonderful Monday afternoon or evening. Welcome back to a second video of today. This is gonna be my final update, and this can be a major. This is gonna be a video on a potential major blizzard here for many areas into the plains, Midwest, and Northeast. And this is looking like it could be a lot bigger than Isaiah, and it looks like it might even bring in a bigger chance for snowfall. Many of you guys are saying, oh, Isaiah looked like the same thing. Why are you making such a big deal? Well, Isaiah had a major warm front. It was bringing snow in a major warm front, and that is why it did not bring as much snow, because it was a lot warmer. The surface temperatures were a lot warmer as well, and also the winds pushed it out a lot sooner. So with those three factors, Isaiah did not bring as much snow as forecasted, but we have a major cold front that's going to be occurring during the snowfall. It's actually going to be pushing the snowfall a lot more to the east, so definitely going to affect millions of more people, including Northeast, including major cities like New York City, Indianapolis, even Chicago. It looks like you guys can be seeing your major snowfall that you guys have been waiting for ever since the windstorm Isaiah, which was a big bust for you guys. But again, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. Really means a lot when you guys support my channel. Again, also be sure to share the channel to any friend or family that you think are going to be in the way of the system, or that love this channel, or would love this channel. Again, it's going to bring a ton of snowfall, going to be very widespread, and models have been showing it for the past couple of days, but I've been waiting it for it to get a bit closer again. This could actually start within the next 3 days, so definitely getting a lot closer than you guys think. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video again. There's major new updates, including the new GFS model run. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. So we're not necessarily going to be looking at the National Weather Service really, because there's nothing, there's no alerts on this whatsoever. And again, we already looked at the National Weather Service within like an hour and a half ago on my other video, and there's not necessarily really anything different. But again, we're going to be focusing on Thursday. This is when it's really start again. We have the second low pressure system from the western coast. Again, it's going to start out here into the western coast. Again, we're going to have all this moisture pushing here up into the atmosphere. It's going to be pushing up into like a little jet stream here. That's going to be really pushing it into the plains. Again, as you can tell, we have a ton of moisture out here into the south central and the Gulf, and we have a ton of moisture out here into the western coast. So definitely an open window for a major snowstorm to form. As we now get into later on Thursday, again, we have this moisture out here into the south central. All this moisture, even from the west coast. We even have some off the Mexico coast, and even a ton of moisture out here into the south central. And this is going to bring in a chance for snowfall to form out here into the southwest. Could be seeing a little small amount of snowfall here into New Mexico in Colorado. As we now get later into Friday, it becomes a lot more widespread. Again, this is actually not necessarily a part of it. This is just some rocky snow from the low pressure system. This is what we're going to be looking at here. Again, you're probably thinking, that's not as big. That's not really big. What do you mean major? Well, it's actually going to it's going to be twice as big as Isaiah, and bringing twice as much snowfall as Isaiah was even forecasted. Not brought, but as was supposed to be forecasted. Again, we're going to see a major ice threat as well. For Kansas City, Joplin, and South Central Missouri. We'll be seeing more ice with this system. Going to bring a ton of stuff near Sioux Falls, Iowa, and South Dakota. Going to be seeing some very heavy snow as well for southwestern Minnesota, and could be seeing a ton of snow near North Platte and Omaha and Lincoln, Nebraska. So definitely going to be affecting major cities. As we now get to Saturday, look at the size of the thing. It's a major blizzard. Going to bring in blizzard conditions for major cities like Des Moines, Iowa City, Springfield, Illinois. Going to mostly be seeing some ice mix. Going to be seeing Minnesota, Rochester, St. Paul, and Duluth, Minnesota. And going to bring some very heavy snow to maybe lighter snow on the other side, on the outskirts for Indianapolis, and even Cincinnati. We'll be seeing some very small amount of snow flurries. And we'll be seeing some moderate snowfall throughout Chicago, Mass, Wisconsin, even Milwaukee. And then we're going to be seeing a major ice threat near southern Iowa, areas near Springfield, and even to far northern Missouri. As we now get later into Saturday, look at the size of this thing. This thing is a massive system. Again, we're gonna have this cold air just gonna be coming this way right into the snowstorm. So again, this is why it's gonna be pushing it a little bit. Again, we're be seeing also major flooding. Looks like we have more severe weather to come to the system. But it looks like now, instead of Isaiah, the severe weather was the biggest part. But now it looks like the snow will be the biggest part of this, the biggest factor. You're going to be seeing complete blizzard conditions for Detroit, Muskegon, Grand Rapids, Big Rapids, not Grand Rapids. Going to be seeing very heavy snow for Milwaukee, Going to be bringing a ton of stuff on your Eau Claire, a ton of stuff on your Iowa City, Des Moines, Rochester, Minneapolis, and even starting to bring some snow out here near even near the DC area, Pittsburgh, even Erie, Pennsylvania. And by later Sunday, this could bring in blizzard conditions throughout areas near New York City, Harrisburg, Allentown State College, Syracuse, Rochester, New York, even Albany. It could even bring a big snowmaker ever since really November for Boston. Going to be seeing a ton of stuff near Boston. Here through Manchester, New Hampshire, going to be seeing Mount Washington, going to be seeing some snow, and even going to see a ton of stuff on your Fort Wayne. It looks like Columbus, Ohio, will be seeing a rain-snow mix, and a ton of snow out of Comfort, Michigan, and we will see by even later by Sunday, continue to see a ton of snowfall near the New England area. Even seeing some snow continuing for Albany, a ton of snowfall near Mount Washington, areas near Concord, and blizzard conditions likely for Maine, and then even by all the way to Monday, we'll continue to see some snow flurries, especially mostly from lake effect snow into the northeast. Now we'll be looking at the new GFS update, the model run again. It is still loading out here, not even close or not at 384 hours yet. But again, later by Friday, again, we're seeing this precipitation really starting in the same areas, really the south, central, southwest. Again, we have a ton of the precipitation out here into the west, and a ton of precipitation into the south, central. So this is, again, an open window. Again, we have an open little area. The jet stream will, again, push the winds this way. So, again, we're going to be seeing the winds pushing in between these precipitation, which is definitely going to push it with these winds going to be doing the normal pattern where it kind of moves through up the plains like most of the blizzards that we see out here into January. They mostly do start, again, the southwest with the winds. The northeast winds do push it again to the plains, and by later Friday, we'll be start seeing a major ice threat by Friday night throughout Joplin, Jefferson City, Kansas City, and especially much of northeastern Kansas. Going to be seeing a major snow threat as well coming into north central Missouri, Sioux Falls, Iowa, that's for far northwestern Iowa, and then by later into like Friday, like at close to dawn, just gonna be very, very heavy snow, like around 11 o'clock, and it's gonna bring a ton of ice actually behind. Usually we see the snow, east, or sorry, in front of the snow, but actually it's gonna be behind. So definitely something really that we don't see much. Again, it's not rare or anything. It's just most of the time we just see the freezing rain, sleet in front of the snow. Gonna see some ice all the way from Lincoln, Nebraska, down into areas near Polar Bluff, Missouri. Going to be seeing some very big snow threats all the way near Paducah, Kentucky. So Kentucky can be involved, Evansville, Indiana, Springfield. Just get a ton of snowfall and blizzard conditions likely near Iowa City and Des Moines, and very heavy snow out here into much of western Minnesota. As we now get into Saturday, just look at the size of this. Could bring some snow actually not far from Raleigh. Could bring some snow for Charlotte, North Carolina. Again, this is probably the least likely to happen. But again, we are going to be seeing a band out here that could bring some snow near Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Chicago. Guys, this could bring you your biggest chance for snowfall. And again, it could be the first snowfall for many of these areas out in these areas, in this part of the Ohio Valley. So again, it's definitely really rare to see that this is the first time they could be seeing some snow. Going to be complete blizzard conditions for much of north central and northeastern Iowa. Very heavy snow near Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and Madison, Wisconsin, and complete whiteout conditions likely for St. Paul, Minnesota. Continue to see some very heavy snow near Omaha, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sioux Falls, Aberdeen, Michelle, even all the way up to Grand Rapids. Could be seeing some very, very heavy snowfall. And as we now get later into Saturday, this summer looks a lot worse. If you guys saw the GFS update from me, 10:30 a.m., it looked a lot smaller, but it's a lot bigger with this. Going to be seeing a ton of ice for Washington, D.C., Asheville, North Carolina. Richmond could be your first snowfall. We can be seeing a ton of snowfall coming through Baltimore and Dover. Even going to see a good amount of snow from near Atlantic City. Could be seeing blizzard conditions likely near Harrisburg and State College. Maybe in Pittsburgh. Continue seeing very heavy snow near Detroit, areas near central Michigan, and could be seeing this snow just missing New York City, but again, could bring in maybe an inch or two, maybe just 3 inches, but definitely the worst of it is just going to be just away from New York City. You're bringing blizzard conditions likely near Allentown, even the Poconos area, you're going to be seeing some snow continuing out here near the Great Lakes areas. Continue to see the snow arriving a bit lighter out here into the New England area, Boston, Concord, New Hampshire, Burlington, Vermont, and then should be out by Monday. I do apologize if you guys hear my dog barking. It is pretty loud, so I do apologize in advance if you guys hear. But again, so this is Monday when it is ending. So again, oops, I don't know why I'm going back here. So again, Monday, it's when it just ends out here into the New England area. Again, as you can tell, this is definitely affect millions of people. Again, definitely going to bring a lot of snowfall throughout these areas. And actually, snowfall totals aren't too different, which is actually kind of good. But again, still kind of need the exact location, because again, they are still kind of lacking on here to the southern part. Again, could be seeing maybe a chance, or no, that's actually not there, a chance for maybe some system over here, but a European's not necessarily showing it. And again, we could definitely be seeing the snow really bringing a lot of snow as we get down to kind of the Ozark area, northern Ozark area. Could be seeing up to 3 to 6 inches of snowfall for that northern Missouri. It looks like most of Missouri itself, like St. Louis, Joplin, all these areas most likely will be missing out on this. Maybe only 2 to 3 inches for Omaha, and maybe less than 2 inches for Lincoln. Could definitely be seeing a ton of snowfall for Sioux Falls, though, up to 6 to 7 inches of snowfall throughout Sioux Falls. Looks like areas near Grand Forks and Grand Rapids, not Grand Forks. Grand Rapids, and we'll be seeing a ton of snowfall, and also near Fargo. We'll definitely be seeing a ton of snowfall here, up to 5 to 6 inches of snowfall. Looks like we'll be seeing a foot of snowfall for major cities, so like Des Moines will be seeing 5 inches, and it looks like much of northern Iowa will be seeing a ton of snowfall. North of Des Moines can be seeing more than a foot, especially northeastern Iowa, close to 11 inches of snowfall, which is actually a ton of snow. You're going to be seeing up to around possibly 7 to maybe 9 inches for Chicago, and possibly a foot of snowfall for far northern Illinois. 15 inches to 13 inches for the Milwaukee area, and even Madison, Wisconsin, up to 10 to a foot of snowfall. Again, as you can tell, this whole Midwest area is going to be seeing more than a foot of snowfall, really. Again, Minneapolis and St. Paul, more than a foot of snowfall, or maybe just exactly 12 inches. Rochester, more than 13 inches. Duluth, Minnesota, a foot of snowfall, exactly 15 inches to 14 inches. Near Big Rapids and near Muskegon, looks like 7 to 10 inches from Detroit. Looks like maybe 3 to 5 inches throughout near the South Bend area. Looks like Indianapolis less than an inch, maybe 3 to 6 inches near Cleveland. Could be seeing close to maybe a half a foot of snow for New York City. But again, that is a European. It is kind of overreacting a little bit on that part. But again, we'll see how it plays out. Close to maybe 2 to 5 inches of snow for near not Philadelphia, near Pittsburgh. Looks like Philadelphia will be seeing up to 6 inches of snowfall. In Allentown, 6 to 7 inches of snowfall. State College, 7 to 9 inches. Harrisburg, 4 to 6 inches of snowfall. Upstate New York, we'll be seeing up to a foot of snowfall. Areas near Syracuse and Rochester, up to 8 to 9 inches of snowfall, and up to 22 inches to a foot of, to 2 feet of snowfall throughout areas here into the New England area. 3 to 5 inches near Providence, Hartford, and just much of the New England area. And now we are going to be looking at the GFS snowfall. Again, it is a bit different. Again, it is actually showing the snow kind of a lot more to the south. Looks like, actually, I feel like this is not part of this. Yeah, it looks like even showing some snow for even Arkansas. Could be seeing up to maybe 5 inches near Oklahoma City again. Maybe even areas not far from Lubbock. Looks like we'll be seeing up to maybe 2 to 3 inches near Kansas City. Maybe even a lot more snowfall throughout the areas in the Ozarks compared to the European. Maybe up to 5 to 7 inches for far north central Arkansas. To maybe 4 to 5 inches near St. Louis. As same totals for Jefferson City. Looks like a lot less, or kind of same totals for Des Moines really, but necessarily only like 4 to 5 inches of snowfall, up to a foot of snow near Rochester, New York, or Minnesota, and up to 14 inches near Minneapolis. Around a foot of snowfall near Eau Claire, a foot around over just less than a foot of snowfall near Green Bay. Looks like Chicago's they get a lot less snow here, 3 to 4 inches, 7 to 9 inches near Madison, Wisconsin, and Milwaukee, maybe up to 10 inches. Looks like Chicago, up to 3 to 4 inches. Springfield, maybe 4 to 5 inches of snowfall. Looks like Indianapolis can be seeing 4 to 5 inches as well. So definitely looking like a A lot more snow for Indianapolis. This system looks like Lexington, maybe 3 to 4 inches. Looks like even a good amount of snowfall near the DC area. 4 inches snowfall, even close to a foot for Baltimore. Over less than maybe 3 inches throughout areas near Dover, up to maybe 6 to 9 inches of snowfall near Philadelphia and Allentown, as well as Harrisburg and State College. We'll be seeing around the same totals. Looks like a good amount of snowfall near upstate New York, up to 18 inches of snowfall, and up to 2 feet of snow near Portland, Maine, out there, and also far southeastern Maine, around 7 to 9 inches near Bangor. It looks like areas near much of the New England area, again, also including Boston, Providence, and Hartford, maybe less than 3 inches of snowfall. And it looks like New York City will be seeing 3 to 4 inches of snowfall. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye, guys.